What's going on, everybody? Top 10 Pokemon back, and this week I am bringing to you our top Pokemon card auction recap, if you will. There were tons and tons and tons of auctions to come through. It was a PWCC auction week, along with a bunch of other very interesting auctions, so you're going to see a ton of raw card lots, tons and tons of graded cards, sealed product, both modern and vintage, so stay tuned. This is probably going to be my longest auctions of the week video to date, so I hope y'all are ready for it. Please consider giving this video a like, and please consider subscribing if you have not already to support this channel. Without further ado, let's get right into it here with our first auction of the week, and that was this lot of 24 Shining Fates Eevee VMAX cards. Now, you got this card out of the Elite Trainer box, the Shining Fates Elite Trainer boxes, so you got a lot of 24 of these cards, all still wrapped in their cellophane, that went for $100. So you're looking at roughly $2.40 per card. I thought that was a pretty good deal. What do y'all think about that? It's a shame you can't send these in yet to get graded, at least through PSA, but maybe someone bought this in hopes of sending it into CGC or something and getting a bulk submission that way. I don't know. Here we have a McDonald's Pikachu promo. This is the non-holo version, it looks like, in PSA 10 that went for $330. Seems kind of high for the non-holo variant. What do y'all think about that? That was pretty interesting. Alright, continuing with modern here, we have this Charizard Breaks in GX Rainbow Rare card. This is from the Cosmic Eclipse set, of course, in PSA 10 that went this week in a PWCC auction for $525. And then we had from Unified Minds. We really don't see a lot from Unified Minds come through, but we had this Mewtwo and Mew Tag Team GX card. This is the Rainbow Rare in PSA 10 that went for $425 this week. Here we have the Lugia GX. This is from Lost Thunder. This is the GX Rainbow Rare PSA 10 that sold for $840. This is this is the best card to pull from Lost Thunder. And a PSA 10 copy will get you $840 nowadays. Up next from Battle Styles, the best card from Battle Styles. This is the Secret Rare Tyranitar V in PSA 10 that sold for $940. Another copy sold for $960. So, averaging about $950 this week for this card. Beautiful artwork, so much character in it. I love that, and I was very curious to see what that would sell for in a PSA 10. And from Ultra Prism here, once again, we have the Full Art Lily card in PSA 10 that sold for $1,500. This card has stayed right about there. I don't think we're going to see that card go down much from here on out. It's been very consistently hitting the $1,500 area week after week. Here from 2015, we have this Rayquaza. It's Mega Rayquaza EX. This is a Black Label BGS 10 card. First edition, full art, that sold for $2,025 this week. We had another Black Label card in Charizard V from Champion's Path. This is the Secret Rare that sold for $3,200 as a BGS 10. And another one sold for $3,500 as a Black Label. So very cool. From Hidden Fates here, we had a Charizard GX. Also a Black Label card, sold for $6,800. From CGC, we had a CGC Pristine 10 card. All the subgrades are a 10. And this is the 20th anniversary Charizard Holo that sold for $5,100. Alright, some sealed product here we have from Diamond and Pearl Stormfront set. This is a sealed booster box that went for $5,400. And as you know, this set features a Secret Rare Charizard Holo that's like a reimagining of the base set artwork as a Secret Rare. So yeah, a lot of potential in this box to get that card. Here we have from EX Power Keepers a Charizard Holo that sold as a PSA 10 for $1,795. A couple of E-Series cards to go over here. We have from Aquapolis an Arcanine Holographic in PSA 10, sold this week for $1,100. And then we had a Slowking Holo from Aquapolis. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. I love this card. I actually have this card in a non-holo version, but in the holo version, PSA 10, this card sold for $1,375. We have from Skyridge the Crystal Kabutops PSA 10 that sold for $1,300. And then also from Skyridge, we have the Crystal Ho-Oh card that sold as a PSA 10 for $3,750. Speaking of Ho-Oh, we have a couple of EX cards to go over from the EX series. This is from EX Unseen Forces. This is the Ho-Oh EX PSA 10 that sold for $1,526. With the Mewtwo EX from EX Ruby Sapphire PSA 10 that sold for $1,807 this week. Alright folks, we have a ton of Gold Star cards to go over. Let's start with this Raikou Gold Star from Unseen Forces PSA 10 that sold for $1,105 this week. We had a Celebi Gold Star from EX Crystal Guardians PSA 10 sell for $2,075. The Alakazam Gold Star from EX Crystal Guardians PSA 10 sold for $3,161. The Kyogre Gold Star from EX Delta Species sold as a PSA 10 for $2,950. And another one sold for $3,550. From EX Dragon Frontiers, we have this Gold Star Mew PSA 10 that sold for $5,100. And another one sold for $5,800 this week. And the best Gold Star you could possibly get your hands on, the Rayquaza Gold Star from EX Deoxys PSA 10 sold this week for a whopping $40,400. Unbelievable. This is a very, very low popped Gold Star card. The artwork is unparalleled, and the price tag of this card just seems to keep raising. Alright, before we get into some second generation Pokemon here, I wanted to cover this Lucky Stadium Black Star promo. This is a PSA 10 that also sold for $1,275. This, along with the Pokemon Center card from the original WotC Black Star promo set, are the two most expensive ones, so I wanted to cover that. I saw this come by in auction. Here, from Neo Destiny set, we have a first edition Light Togetic PSA 10 that sold for $4,172. This is a very tough card to get your hands on, as evidenced by this price tag. We had a Shining Tyranitar from Neo Destiny, first edition PSA 10 sell for $3,750. We had a Shining Mewtwo from Neo Destiny, first edition sell for $3,600 this week. A couple of Shining Charizards here. We had one sell as a PSA 10 first edition for $13,700. Another one sold for $15,701 this week. A couple of reverse holos from Legendary Collection here. You don't see Legendary Collection cards come through very often, so I wanted to make sure to cover that. We had a Dark Raichu Reverse Foil PSA 10 sell for $1,235. The Dark Dragonite Reverse Holo PSA 10 sell for $1,900 this week. We had the Reverse Holo Venusaur PSA 10 sell for $2,325 this week. The Dark Blastoise Reverse Holo sold for $2,605. We had a regular Holo Charizard from Legendary Collection. This is the BGS 9.5 that sold in a PWCC auction for $2,716. We had the Reverse Holo Mewtwo PSA 10 sell for $3,500 even. The Gengar Reverse Holo PSA 10 sold for a whopping $12,877. According to PWCC's listing, it has a population of only 8 PSA 10s, which is why you are seeing this massive price tag for this card. Alright, from Neo Discovery, we had the Tyranitar First Edition Holo sells a PSA 10 for $3,700, and then the Espeon First Edition, beautiful artwork, PSA 10 sold for $5,212. From Neo Genesis, a couple heavy hitters from Neo Genesis this week. We had a Typhlosion 18 Holo. This is the unlimited version in PSA 10, sold for $1,025. The number 4 for Alligator here in PSA 10 first edition sold for $2,050. Another one sold for $2,200 this week. And we had a couple of Lugias here. We had a PSA 9 Lugia from Neo Genesis first edition sell for $5,955. And another one sold for $6,067 in a flash auction. Alright, we have some Gym Heroes booster boxes here. We had a unlimited sealed box sell on a PWCC auction for $9,700. And then a first edition sealed box sell for $14,800 this week. And we had some Gym Challenge cards sell as well. We had a Rockets Mewtwo first edition PSA 10 sell for $1,275. The Rocket Zapdos, probably my favorite Zapdos card of all time right here. This Rocket Zapdos, it sold as a PSA 10 for $1,500 as well. We had a Koga's Beedrill first edition sell for $2,601 this week. We had a Giovanni's Persian. This is the unlimited version. PSA 10 that sold for $3,000 even. We had a Sabrina's Gengar first edition PSA 10 sell from Gym Hero set for $5,900. And from Gym Challenge, we have the Blaine's Charizard Holo. This is the unlimited version, sold for $1,725. This is the non-corrected version though. And then we had a first edition Blaine's Charizard Holo sell for $6,500 even. Here we had a bunch of Team Rocket booster boxes here. The top two on this list are unlimited versions of this booster box that sold for around $10,000, and then the rest of them sold between $16,000 and $18,000. But I wanted to make special note of a couple here. We had one here that sold for $10,211. This is the unlimited Team Rocket box, and it looks awful. It looks awful, but someone still bought it for over $10,000. Look at that box. I'd be worried about it missing some packs. What do y'all think about that? And then we had another one sell here. This is the first edition Team Rocket box. It sold for $16,700. And the seller put on here that this box is heavy. I never quite understood why sellers put that a booster box is heavy, because it really doesn't seem to make a difference. You're still gonna fit probably 12 hollows in the box, and I don't think that is a factor in determining what hollows you're gonna get. So it's kind of silly to put that on there, and it didn't seem to get any higher price than any other first edition Team Rocket box, but I thought that was interesting. And they even had the box on a scale here showing the weight, but once again, I don't think that made a difference either way in the price or what actually comes in the box. A couple of Dark Charizards here to report on. We had them range anywhere from 4,000s to 6,000s. Let's take a look here. We had a Dark Charizard Holo first edition PSA 10 sell for $47.50. Another one sold for $5,355. Another one sold for $5,600. And last but not least, we had one sell for $5,800. So yeah, that's been about where the Dark Charizard first editions have been falling in PSA 10. No changes there. From Fossil Set, we have a couple of Fossil first edition booster boxes. One sold for $14,350, and then another one sold for $14,628. From Fossil Set, we had a couple of cards come by. We had a Raichu first edition holo, PSA 10 sell for $1,725. The Lapras holo, PSA 10 sold for $3,400. The Gengar sold for $2,850. The Dragonite first edition holo sold for $6,200. And last but not least, the Articuno, the best of the three birds to get in the set, sold as a PSA 10 for $3,350. We saw a base set 2 booster box come through sealed that sold in a PWCC auction for $14,700. And you got the first edition Cosmos Machamp holofoil that you got from the 2-player CD-ROM theme deck. That sold as a PSA 10 for $1,075. Some Jungle to go over here. We had a first edition Jungle booster box sell for $16,901, and then a couple of cards to go along with it. We had the Kangaskhan holo PSA 10. This is the unlimited version that sold for $1,530. The Clefable first edition holo sold for $2,372. Now listen to this. We had a Jolteon first edition PSA 10 sell for $2,175. And then we had the no symbol Jolteon holo sell for $6,300. So about $4,000 difference between the first edition Jolteon and the no symbol Jolteon. The unlimited base set booster boxes did pretty well this week. We had one sell for $20,100. Another one sold for $24,725, and I think it's because this particular one had one country code on the back of it, so I guess it was just a different variation of this, but I'm pretty sure you still get unlimited cards in this box. A couple of first edition base boxes here. We had a first edition German base set booster box sell for $29,750, and then a first edition French base set booster box sell for $43,700. Whew! Here we had a sealed 1998 demo pack, PSA 10, that sold for $2,838. And a couple of sealed first edition base set packs here. We had a Venusaur artwork. This is a graded PSA 10 pack that sold for $4,550. The Blastoise pack sold for $4,451. And then the Charizard pack, of course, sold the most for $5,555. Quite frankly, folks, I was very surprised to see these first edition base set packs, even graded PSA 10, sell for this little. I expected them to sell for more, even though these are likely light packs. You know, people typically aren't gonna grade the heavy packs and seal them up in these cases. They're usually gonna weigh them out and then grade the light packs. So even considering this being a light pack, I was surprised to see this not go for more. What do y'all think about that? And from first edition base, we had a lot of cards here. Very interesting, a lot of holos and non-holos. Let's take a look at the non-holo prices here. We had a first edition Beedrill holo and PSA 10 sell for $1,500. Dragonair first edition sold for $2,250, and another one sold for $2,255. We had the Charmeleon first edition sell for $1,225. The first edition Kadabra sold for $898. A Wartortle sold for nearly $2,000 as a PSA 10 this week. The Bulbasaur starter sold for $2,652 this week. Bulbasaur typically outperforms the Squirtle and Charmander in the set because the population is the lowest for this card. A couple of Red Cheeks Pikachus. Actually, quite a bit of Red Cheeks Pikachus to go over here. A PSA 10 Red Cheeks Pikachu sell for $5,100. Another one sold for $5,100. Another one sold for $5,450. And lastly, we had one sell for $6,000 even. Now, at one point, folks, this card was nearly $10,000 in auction. And it has been since bumped down to about $5,000, $6,000 range. Here we had a first edition Last Trainer sell for $1,775. Apparently this is a difficult card to get graded. We have some first edition base set holos here. We have Alakazam that sold for $9,600. This is all PSA 10s. This base set Blastoise sold for $31,334. Chansey. Take a look at these Chanseys. It's pretty interesting. We had a first edition base set Chansey sell for $27,412. This is the lowest pop first edition base set holo you can get. And then you had an unlimited Chansey PSA 10 sell for $2,350. Now check this out, folks. Then you had an unlimited Chansey. This card is unlimited, but it has a first edition label on it that sold for $5,100. So essentially this person just paid a really hyped up premium for an unlimited Chansey here. I mean, that's crazy. Like, this is not a first edition Chansey. So someone paid $3,000 extra just for the label. I don't know. I don't think I could do that. Here we had a Charizard holo. This is the unlimited version, sell for $14,100. The first edition Clefairy sold for $7,300 this week. A first edition Gyarados sold for $9,200. The Hitmonchan for $13,700. The Machamp, this is the Shadowless first edition Machamp, sold for $2,850. The Magneton, $7,900. The Mewtwo, $13,100. A couple of Nidokings here. One sold for $7,550. Another one for $10,107. I'm not sure why that price difference was so great with those, because they both look pretty nice. I was checking out the backs of both these cards. They both look nice, so I'm not sure why one got $3,000 more than the other, but whatever. A Ninetales sold for $11,223. The Poliwrath sold for $5,625. Raichu, $16,050. A couple of Venusaurs here, both sold for $18,300 this week. And lastly, for the base set hauls, we had the Zapdos sell for $7,777. Here we had a couple of Japanese cards from 1996. We had the base set Blastoise sell for $1,662, and then the original base set Charizard in Japanese sold for $5,215. And last but not least, we had the first edition PSA 10 Portuguese base set Charizard, sold for $44,850 this week. And according to the PWCC listing, it is a pop 1 of 2, so extremely low population Charizard variant there. Yeah, even has a pretty old label on it. What do y'all think of this week's auctions? Whew, that was a lot to go over, folks. Thank you for sticking around. If you stuck around to the end, I appreciate that. Be sure to give this video a like, and check out my video coming out real soon. I will see y'all then.